Good morning and welcome one and all to Cardigan Mountain School's 77th commencement exercises. And I apologize in advance, battling a bit of a springtime cold, so forgive my voice. For a school that was created at the end of World War II, only on the basis of a great idea, Cardigan has come a long way. After 77 years, many things are different. Yet much has remained unchanged. Most notably, Cardigan's commitment to and understanding of the development of boys at this extraordinary time in their lives. During their time here on the Point, they sometimes confound us. They make us laugh. At times, they may disappoint us. And lots of times, they make us swell with pride and excitement for who they are and who we see them becoming. The parents and educators here assembled know that Cardigan is a project, one that began years ago and continues to evolve each year. Our task is to guide a collection of growing boys from around the country and around the world to become young men of substance who aspire to live by a set of decent values as their brains, bodies, and souls make the connections and begin to form their adult lives. The faculty at Cardigan are constantly robbed of the satisfaction of admiring their work. If they're here long enough, they may encounter a man returning to the Point for an alumni event with a familiar gleam in his eye, a hand extended and a smile of gratitude for the teacher who did so much for him so many years ago. There is perhaps no more Herculean task that a person might undertake than to devote oneself to the cause of helping another grow up. It's noble work, it's sacred. Let it not be thankless. That's a mention to you boys. Cardigan Mountain School is dedicated to a multidimensional and complementary education of young men, where the strengthening of one aspect of their development invites and allows for the strengthening of another. The concept that strength begets strength doesn't stop today, or probably ever. I believe that the journey of learning and growing stops when we take our last breath. Parents, your sons, however they arrived on the Point, we affectionately call many of the new students unmade beds. You parents might have employed a slightly less charitable descriptor when you dropped them off. But however they arrived, they have become what you see and sense before you. Young men of real character and rich potential. At Cardigan, we use our core values of compassion, integrity, respect, and courage as the root of everything we do. These boys have not mastered any of it, no more than any adult here has. But, and this is one of the secrets of this magical place, they know that actively and intentionally aspiring to live one's life by a set of shared values by others is a worthy pursuit. Cardigan boys call each other brothers because they know that their individual strengths and success can only come from being part of a team and that they need the other fellow. For many of us, it takes a lifetime to realize all that. For these boys, looking so dapper before us, they know it in their bones right now. And that, my friends, is something we should all be proud of. The brotherhood they share is perhaps the most valuable takeaway from the Cardigan experience. Love is an antidote for the far too frequent reminders of the division and fear existent in our communities at home and abroad. And these guys have gobs of it right now. You've given it to them, you parents, siblings, uncles and aunts, grandparents. We've given it to them. They've given it to one another. Our world desperately needs these boys, young men who have a compass whose heading is true. Gentlemen of the class of 2023, you've lived and worked in the presence of giants. Assembled to my right and left, Cardigan's faculty. They're special, and though you leave here today, they will be with you for the rest of your lives. The lesson they have taught you, and the lessons rather they have taught you, have no expiration date. Once you set foot on Cardigan's campus, you are given a lifetime membership. It will never leave you, and you'll find moments that have made up your time here will serve as constant nutrition for your growth in life. Soon you'll have one more chance to thank the faculty in the receiving line. Don't regret telling someone how much they mean to you. It's an emotional day, and if there's a lump in your throat, kind of like mine, it's because something profound has happened. And something has. Hold back nothing, lads. Hold back nothing, because this moment will never, ever happen again. Of course, also be sure you take a moment at some point to thank your parents and families for giving you the gift of this extraordinary experience that is Cardigan Mountain School. As someone who has sat in those seats twice as a parent, I can tell you that there isn't a room large enough to contain the love that's sitting in the seats behind you, boys. Your families are here to salute you and your growth, and they are having a moment too. A moment when they see this boy who just yesterday it seemed they were dropping off at this place so far away, now a young man grown, sturdy, aware, curious, and coiled like a spring. It's the reason why we worked so hard to get you here, to give you this precious gift, why they wouldn't have missed this day for anything. Finally, I want to take a moment to give a special welcome to a few important members of the Cardigan family. Former heads of school, Chip and Janet Dewar, and Dave and Steph McCusker are with us today, as is Mrs. Bev Wakely, accompanied by her son and current board member, John Wakely. Bev and her husband, the late Norm Wakely, ran Cardigan for over 20 years. I know that folks have traveled to the point from near and far, from just down the road to all corners of the globe. And many of you are right now watching the live stream from your homes. Whether you're sitting here in person or watching remotely, you are here with us today. Parents, grandparents, and siblings of our graduates, alumni, trustees, and so many more friends of Cardigan, I say welcome. We are honored by your presence today, one and all, on this beautiful day in New Hampshire.